Good morning, distinguished guests, revered sisters, dear parents, teachers, and dear students. On behalf of the management, staff, and the students, I extend a warm welcome to the chief guest of today's prestigious investiture ceremony, Professor Anju Bhasin, Vice Chancellor of Cluster University, Jammu. Our chief guest has many feathers to her cap. To name a few, she is presently Vice Chancellor of the Cluster University, Jammu. She is the first woman Vice Chancellor of GNK. Professor Bhasin is a scientist he has to her credit more than 30 years of teaching and research experience. She is recipient of Fulbright Professional and Academic Excellence Fellowship at Lawrence Berkeley National Lab, California, Marie Curie International Incoming Fellowship to UK, Commonwealth Fellowship to UK. She's on various international committees and is presently elected member management board, Alice Experiments CERN Geneva, Switzerland. She has to her kitty 50 foreign visits in connection with research work to 12 countries since 1996. And the list goes on and on and on. So let's begin with our today's program. I request our outgoing assistant head girl, Ms. Vanshi Bali, to come forward and present a potted plant to our chief guest, Professor Anju Bhasin, which is symbolic of renewal of life, growth, and harmony. Accompanying her is our former head girl, Supriya Singh. Thank you, Supriya. Thank you, Vanshi. Mommy for paying for the show.
We love you.
Our jobs. And now, we're here to tell you what we need for making up the perfect leader.
Leadership is something we all have a taste for, yet we do not know how to make the perfect recipe for being a leader. And that is what we'll help you all today. The perfect recipe for being a leader requires equally perfect ingredients.
So, let's get on with what we need for the recipe. Is pinch or vision and mission.
2 tablespoons of positive attitude.
The fluid of teamwork. Ah, that's too much.
Teamwork is never too much.
Well done, chef.
1/4 of commitment.
And a spoonful of values of integrity.
Now, you might be surprised at our selection of these not-so-ordinary ingredients. But let me tell you something. These ingredients have a lot of health benefits.
So, let's take it from the top. Our first ingredient is vision and mission. And this is the product that binds all the others together. For a leader is nothing without a vision and a burning desire to achieve his or her aims. A certain vision provides us the path we have to tread to reach to our goals without making the objective go haywire. Visual 1.
A man, Steve, was napped when working on his computer, broad furrows, movements uncertain. Steve Jobs was standing behind him, observing keenly. Here was housework. Terrible. Do you really think it'll work, Steve? Of course it will work. Apple will launch the world's first personal computer. But what are we? A group of 5 misfits doing crazy stuff in a garage? Look, boys. We are the 5 misfits, the rebels, the square pegs in the round holes that proceed to rid the world of these computers. These 5 will see. I guess you're right, Steve. Let's get back to work. Is the positive attitude. Now, this thing right here is very, very, very essential. You cannot lead others if you're yourself down with doubts of pessimism. Affirmation that boosts the morale of your teammates is helpful to the whole objective of leadership.
There's no point sitting in denial and waiting for things to happen. Be positive and have a go-getter attitude. Visual 2, positive attitude.
Edison is working on his gramophone, moving frantically. A co-worker adjusts his spectacles, leans on the table, and says smiling, "Never tired, sir? Are you? Working since morning? At least eat." No, not right now. Not when I'm this close. You see, John, just this one thing I guess, right? And we dance together to the music of the gramophone. Come on, sir. You're already world famous. Cashing on the glow of your bulb and 1 hour of hearty meal would do no harm to the richest man in America. Money is not the thing, John. I'm joining you soon for supper. Mr. Edison, Mr. Edison, Mr. Edison, Mr. Edison, the most unfortunate thing has happened. Oh Lord, nothing is left. It is not polite to interrupt a man having his meal, my dear. By the look of your face, you seem to have seen a ghost. What's it, Vanessa? Today, a fire broke and Edison Electricals is all burned down, reduced to ashes. Nothing's left. Would you like to join me for supper? The bread is really nice. Sir, I think you didn't hear me. The company you put your blood and sweat is all gone. Vanessa, no worries. All my mistakes are burned down. We'll start anew. Chef, why don't you taste this and tell me how it is?
Isn't this just too sweet?
Well, that's what positive attitude did to our dish.
Of course. This leads us to the third ingredient, the fluid of teamwork. What is a leader without a team? To be a leader, you need to instill the values of cooperation, coexistence, and cohesiveness in your team members. Unity in the face of all odds is a sure short way to success. Visual 3, teamwork.
Oh, yeah? Is it you?
Who else do you think will come to take you now?
Does that mean I'm dead?
Oh dear, yes. Why don't you humans come up with something new? I have got bored of this dialogue.
Well, we don't die every day.
So, where do you want to go? Hell or heaven?
Which one do you think is better?
See yourself and decide. Yama took him to Hellford. In hell, man saw a big hall containing a long table laden with many kinds of food. He saw rows of people with pale, sad faces. Oh, how sad and stark they looked. There was no laughter. The aura of the place was very depressing. He saw that their hands were tied to forks and knives. They were trying to get the food from the center of the table to put it into their mouth, but they couldn't.
Hey! How dare you get my plate? What do you mean by your plate? That's mine!
No way! That's my food!
Oh, please! Go to hell! Huh, we are already in hell!
Ha ha! Was this a joke?
Only if you think it's funny.
Now, Yama took him to heaven. In heaven, he saw a similar table with lots of food on it. Hands of people in heaven were also tied to forks and knives. But here, people were laughing, and were fed and looking. The people were feeding one another. He saw happiness, prosperity, enjoyment, and gratification in heaven. Should I feed you some bread?
Oh, thank you so much. Then you should try this fruit. It's delicious.
So, what have you decided?
Haven't you heard? That great thing that's taught about and burdens are lightened through the effect of many hands working together. Heaven displays good teamwork. And how can I think of going anywhere else?
Our head girl, Miss Khushbu, and her assistant, Miss Garima, have won the hearts of not only the students, but the entire staff as well, due to their helpful and cooperative.
I, Khushbu Tulsi, the head girl.
And I, Garima Mahajan, the assistant head girl, promise to fulfill all the duties and responsibilities assigned to us to the best of our abilities. We promise to uphold the ideals of the school and abide by the school rules.
I, Archita Kesar, the sports captain, and I, Naman Mansotra, the assistant sports captain, promise to fulfill all the duties and responsibilities assigned to us to the best of our abilities. We promise to uphold the spirit of sportsmanship and abide by the school rules.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, the formal captain.
I,
Jasmine Kaur, the Perfection House captain. And I, Hargun Kaur, the assistant captain of Perfection House, promise to fulfill all the duties and responsibilities assigned to us to the best of our abilities. We promise to uphold the spirit of perfection and abide by the school rules. I, Shreya Parihar, the Freedom House captain. And I, Vedanti Dubey, the assistant captain of Freedom House, promise to fulfill all the duties and responsibilities assigned to us to the best of our abilities. We promise to uphold the spirit of freedom and abide by the school rules. I, Bhavya Kohli, the Peace House captain.
And I, Varinya Kaushal, the assistant captain of Peace House,
Promise to fulfill all the duties and responsibilities assigned to us to the best of our abilities. We promise to uphold the spirit of peace and abide by the school rules. I, Sharnam Khajuria, Progress House captain.
And I, Hania Gohar, the assistant captain of Progress House, promise to fulfill all the duties and responsibilities assigned to us to the best of our abilities. We promise to uphold the spirit of progress and abide by the school rules.
And I, Manya Mahajan, the assistant Nizam Wing captain, promise to fulfill all the duties and responsibilities assigned to us to the best of our abilities. We promise to uphold the ideals of the school and abide by the school rules.
primary wing captain, promise to fulfill all the duties and responsibilities assigned to us to the best of our abilities. We promise to uphold the ideals of the school and abide by the school rules.
parents, and my fellow students. Today, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed principal, Sister Hema, for her vision, leadership, and constant encouragement, and towards our teachers and students who considered me worthy enough for this post. In the past 12 years, this institution has given me so much that I could not possibly repay it, even if I lived to be 100 years. It is due to your constant motivation and unflinching support that I stand here today. A big thank you to all my teachers for believing in me at times when even I didn't. You have made me capable enough to take up this huge responsibility. For my lovely parents sitting down there, even a million thank yous would not be enough to express my love for you. I would also like to appreciate my wonderful and ever enthusiastic juniors for always lending a helping hand and for making me realize that a kind yet firm word is much more effective than a strict reprimand. And last but not the least, a very big thank you to a special person who was so much more confident than me that I would surely be the head girl one day. My lovely sister, thank you for being my backbone for all these years. I would also like to appreciate the outgoing student council for the hard work and dedication with which they have worked last year. And I'm sure the new council will work even harder to uphold the school motto of virtue and labor. Being a part of the prestigious student council is a dream almost every student has. It was mine too, but never had I imagined that I would actually get to live this far-fetched dream of mine. When I had been nominated to the council for the first 2 times and did not get elected, I almost gave up on this dream. Almost. I thought it wasn't realistic anymore. After all, why run after something which you can never achieve? But something prompted me to try one last time last year, and here I stand today. So girls, this is my message to you today. Dream big. You all have the potential to achieve great things. The only thing you need to do is believe in yourself. In life, when you really want something, work hard for it. Never ever give it up, no matter how difficult it seems. And when you've lost hope, when you think you can't do it anymore, just think, if 10 years from now, you'll be wishing you had given it just one more shot. Because the best things in life, they never come free. With this, I would like to thank you all once again for entrusting us with this responsibility. Let's look forward to a great year ahead. Thank you.
Principals then were Sister Christopher, Sister Benedict, Sister Gertrude, Sister Loyola, and Sister Mary. And they left an everlasting impression on my mind. As an alumnus, I would say that this school does leave an indelible imprint on mind of every pupil who studies here. The extent and the content may vary. The alumni of the school at this point of time span right across the globe, with an ex-conventee stamp prominent in their CVs. As Lord Tennyson has said in his poem, The Brook, men may come and men may go, but I go on forever. Similarly, the Presentation Convent Higher Secondary School, Jammu, has stood as a towering edifice in the field of education for last more than half a century. A moment of pride for me, as this occasion has been gifted to me by my daughter Khushbu, who has earned the prestigious position of head girl of the school by virtue of the trust her teachers and her schoolmates have reposed in her. I assure you all that Khushbu can lead in all situations by conviction and determination to achieve her goal as steadfastness is her forte. She has flawless leadership qualities and will do the school proud as a head girl. Apart from a father's contribution in upbringing of a child, I believe that a mother's role is pivotal. I take this occasion to express my debt of gratitude to my wife, Dr. Amita Turki, and Khushbu's mother, who has nurtured the upbringing of her children with devout sense of care and micro-planning day in and day out. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of Khushbu's teachers who over the last 12 years have shaped her intellect and qualities in a manner that has culminated in her being elected as the head girl of the school. Teachers are the torch bearers in a student's path towards achieving education in the real sense of the word. I would say that no amount of accolades are sufficient for the immense contribution that our teachers have made and are making in today's life for chiseling the destiny of a student in academic terms. In the end, my deep reverence and thanks to the principal, teachers and the school management for their efforts in keeping the school traditions alive across the decades. And a big thank you to all the students who reposed their faith in my daughter Khushbu for the head girl of this prestigious institution. And to my daughter Khushbu, I would say, today, lead the school. Tomorrow, the world beckons you. Thank you so much.